Hi, wow, bad way to start a show with a cough. Hi, everyone. Welcome to GB Rants. I just have a couple things to go over on the internet. I still have the president live right there on the phone. Um, okay. How the president, because I'm seeing it now, how the president of the United States won, because as I've said ad nauseum over and over and over again on my channel, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't have a political affiliation. I believe both political parties are controlled by deeply entrenched special interests, including international banks, which is why we hear things about Russia, 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 and then things about China, China, China. They never expose Democrats, ever. Ever. It's a secret operation. It's an entire secret. I mean, it's not secret to folks with two brain cells together like my audience and yours truly. We can see through it instantly. What up, Ben Cult 45? How are you? Two watching, very nice. Cool. Right in my open. My opens are always the best because it's one of the most mad. You guys calm me down. I open with just like, here's my tsunami of fucking research I do, and then I just vomit it out on the internet with hopefully a nice looking, semi shaven face, decent framed glasses, and my own custom Trumplican conspiratorian hat. Keep America great. Too cute, too cute. Fuck CNN. Fuck MSNBC. Fuck fake news. Yes, it's a hot item, even though there's only one and it's on my head. So, with all that being said, I'm going to start freaking out some of my audience, but I do believe there was some sort of higher power that elected Donald J. Trump as president of the United States. This guy. He's speaking live right now. This guy. I do believe there was a higher power involved. Everything was against him, and everyone already knows this, but even like the slights and the relationships that were lost. I know people that have family members and have wrecked relationships over this election. And I say to myself over and over again, over the last, 3+ years, I go, why? 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 And then it dawns on me because I'm not the smartest person on the planet, but I'm not a stupid person. And I think, oh, it's the MK Ultra, the brainwashing. How might that connect? How might that connect? Oh, it's because they discovered that the greatest weapon against the general public was television. Oh, who invented that? Well, I mean, I'm sure it was invented thousands of years ago in previous civilizations, but who utilized it and who allegedly utilized the crashed alien technology, far advanced above ours, allegedly. Who did that? Oh, it was the Nazis. And they basically capitalized on things such as social media, which back then was radio, and then in America and soon the rest of the world, first came the light bulb, and then came fucking radio, and then came television. So it was other people telling other people on a mass level, just like I do on my show. Do you realize how powerful a YouTube show such as mine would have been? I mean, I know YouTube didn't exist, but if I existed somehow in like 1791, reaching the minds of at least hundreds of people from a remote location, I would either be considered a god or an instant witch and killed. Seriously. Like, that's how powerful people have to think about things in a societal way. We can't just think about our daily lives anymore. There is going to be a shift coming. I do not know what it's going to look like, but I do know that storable food ads and all kinds of crap and water filter sales are up like warehouses are running out. So think about that anyway. First of all, I think the Republicans were stupid. This is going back to the point of the video. which is being censored. I have to believe I have more than 2 viewers at this point. But anyway. First, the Republican establishment was stupid. They said, okay, yeah, we're going to have to deal with Donald Trump. All right, there's a lot of name recognition, star power. Has a somewhat conservative record, but here's where the Republicans lose already on the record. The Republicans are just as fucking liberal as the Democrats by and large. They just run as Republicans to win. A lot of people don't understand this. That, like, there's a lot of, and I don't think there are any crossover I mean, for the ones that happened, it's very, very much publicized. The guy from that eastern South state, whatever, Virginia or somewhere, who said, I'm no longer a Democrat, I can't do it, I'm a Republican. That's, so whatever. That gets publicized. But the amount of Democrats that are becoming Republicans are largely not publicized, especially in localized districts. I don't think that that's the greatest thing in the world, because what they're really trying to do is pander to their base. I'm going to vote how I want, and I'm going to do what I do once you elect me, but I'll be whatever you think you want me to be in order to get elected. It's like, it's dirty politics, but it's very, very rampant. The president of the United States did the opposite, even though they accused him of doing what I'm accusing these people of openly doing. Is what they did is they said, you worked with Russia. And the president said, okay, you're going to have an investigation. I didn't work. Why? No, I won. And you guys are all doing this because that fucking cunt. Yes, I say cunt in my show. That Hillary Clinton was supposed to win because it was supposed to be Bush, Clinton. The New World Order was supposed to work like this, essentially. It was supposed to be all the bloodline families. And Obama is one of them, by the way, which is why I just thought of this right now. The reverse cream donut presidency. You know what I mean? So you get like white guy Bush, who is a devil and is in hell right now. George H.W. Bush is in hell right this moment. And I take no pleasure in that. And then we had Bill Clinton, who's going to be his bunk buddy in more ways than 3 in hell. And then we had little Georgie, who exhibited the same signs of dementia and amnesia as Mr. Uncle Jojo Bajiden, but was somehow like funny, not cringy. Oh, and also George H.W. Bush was never seen like rubbing like kids' shoulders or women's, like smelling their hair and shit. Like George H.W. Bush never did that. I think he was probably too programmed by his controllers and too stupid. And then they gave us Barack Obama, who I voted for and brought other people to vote for in 2008. Okay? In 2008. I was seeing someone down there and I was staying at her place and she was a wicked Democrat and I was just really getting into politics. And I heard hope and change. And wow, and yes, as a white guy, a big part of the reason that I voted for Barack Obama was because I think he can win and he's black. Let's do it. That's what I thought in my internal universe. Never vote on race, folks. Don't do it. Don't vote on gender either. Just saying. Oh, cool. I got my first troll in a while. No, I haven't. Don't touch him. Hold on a second. Charles Brown, what up? Charlie Brown, my cousin, here. All up in the live stream, right in my open. All right, so I have someone called Trump Trash while I'm wearing a Trump shirt, and I'm the show's owner. Okay, let's read this. Trump became president because the Democratic National Committee and Hillary conspired to get him nominated. to the Republican Party to help Hillary win the general election. Most people don't know that. You're talking about the very topic that I'm breaking down slowly in my video right now because I smoked a little weed, so I'm a little bit slower, but not that much slower. No, seriously, I want to read that again. By the way, Trump trash, I don't care what your name is, but in my chat, he's called the president, or, excuse me, or President Trump, not just Trump. That's stupid. That was his business. Now his business is US&A, great. Although this country's done more evil than most countries in the world, and I think the president knows that. I'm just telling. So I'm going to read that again. Trump trash. The president became president because the Democratic National Committee and Hillary conspired to get him nominated to the Republican Party to help Hillary win in the general election. Most people don't know that. Well, then why did she fucking lose? If that's true, then what if their polls were so accurate and if their metrics were sound and if their numbers were right, why did they lose so badly? I'm supporting a DNC plant. I don't get it. I don't get it. So you're going to come in here and make bombshell comments like that and then not debate me? You're just going to drop them in? I can do that in all kinds of channels. I can be a troll too. I can just go into like MSNBC and be like, Rachel Maddow's a cunt. Click, and then just go somewhere else. So like, who was that? You know? I mean, I'm going to leave your comment up. You're fine, but at least back it up by coming back and having a discussion slightly. I guess he's not coming. He or she is not coming back. I don't know. Oh, well. So where the hell was I? The president is calm. The president looks, he does not look vindictive, because when I get wronged by someone, and this hasn't happened in years because I'm in the adult corporate world now, but I'm talking about coming up like late teens and throughout my 20s, when someone fucks you over in some way, like in some way, it could be like you were going to help me on moving day and you got the flu that day, and just some bullshit, right? Oh, can you come pick me up? Yeah, I told you in 5 minutes, but it's going to be 2 hours, like that kind of shit. And then you see someone and they're like, yeah, I totally lied. I had to do other shit. And it's like, you give them that look like, the fuck? The fuck are you doing? The president of the United States is not even giving that look to all these people that did the horrible things to him, because he knows that the facts eventually coming out exonerate him from. How do you get? I love the quote from, I think it was from hero Roger Stone, who said, how is somebody exonerated from a crime that didn't exist? You know what I mean? That's exactly what impeachment was they invented a crime after the fact. They actually changed the rules in order to allow the crime, and they still lost. And now, since they can't get over losing, they're going after people around the president and the president himself, and they're going to keep doing that. They're going to keep doing exactly what I just said. And it's never going to stop, and it's never going to stop. And the media is only going to get worse, because the more they lose, the harder they fight. It's like any other fighting instinct. It's like any other fighting instinct. Just think a cornered rat. I've actually dealt with a couple cornered rats because I used to work in restaurants. They will run at you and they will run up you. You think it's a little rat and you have a broom and you're safe, they'll run up the broom. And this was a clean restaurant, by the way. I'm talking about like out back in the shitty area. If you go rat because they're giant up in Massachusetts, they're fucking giant, you go rat, get away, because I've owned pythons, I've owned tarantulas, I've owned fish, I've owned scorpions, I've owned Madagascar hissing cockroaches, I've owned fucking every weird animal. I've owned taratutas, I've owned fucking bearded dragons, I've had fucking garden snakes, I've had iguanas, I've had everything. So I don't get freaked out by things. But when I see a demon rat coming up on me behind a restaurant and it's willing to run up the broom that I'm using to say, I am not your food, leave me alone, like get the fuck away from my face. And it runs up twice, not once, twice. And I worked there for 3.5 years, part-time. So that's twice in 3.5 years, part-time. Runs up the fucking thing towards your face. So you gotta do the right swipe and then they both go flying and then it fucking runs away. And then you wait and then you hyperventilate and you go, I can't tell the girls about this. And then you smoke a cigarette and then you drink a beer and then you go back in and you serve some customers. I'm just trying to tell some stories because I'm all politics all the time these days. And I know people are burned out on it, but I don't want, no pun intended, burned out, totally burned out. I know they're all burned out. They're fucking burned out as fuck. Nick Daniels, what up? I see you at April La June. Nick Daniels, Ben. Yeah. Which I was surprised at. Robert. Hillary didn't get the alien endorsement that Bill got when he ran for president. Hillary. She sounds like this.